thrifted style bundles, thrifted mystery boxes. I will not be buying even just one next year.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. With the new year coming up, it is the time where we all reflect. We reflect on, the growth that we've had in the previous year, the habits that maybe we would like to change for the new year. And I think one of the big ones for a lot of people, including myself, is purchasing habits. Things that I purchased in 2025 that were just regrets, which I've already made multiple videos on my own regretful purchases, and also a dedicated video of my red flags list of things I will not buy because I just know myself and I will end up regretting it. And I think making these types of lists is so important because even if you know deep down, hey, this would be a bad purchase for me because of X, Y, and Z, in the midst of all these people saying how amazing and life-changing it is, being influenced by your favorite influencer, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is if you don't take a step back and think, hey, that's great, it worked for them, but it wouldn't work for me. I know myself. And so I wanted to do one dedicated to things I will not be buying in 2026, which the first thing is actually so perfect for that last sentence I just said, red light LED masks. These I predict are going to be so big in 2026. Not that they weren't already big in the past year. I feel like 2025 is when I really started seeing people use it in a more regular way and talk more about the benefits, whereas before it was kind of like a gimmicky product, which LED face masks offer benefits like boosting collagen, fighting acne, reducing wrinkles, improving skin tone, and calming inflammation. And specifically the red light LED masks are for anti-aging. And I actually was approached to do a sponsorship for one of these red light LED masks. And at first I was like, oh, that, I have been kind of interested in it. I've seen, again, people talk about it, talk about how much it's helping with wrinkles and, all of the things. And then I took a step back and I was like, honestly, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion and everyone has their own opinions when it comes to anti-aging and, technically like this and Botox, but, all of that I've literally not shut up about in so many videos. And so I'm going to try to summarize kind of my thoughts here. But it's one thing that I'm on tretinoin, and tretinoin does help with wrinkles and a bunch of different skin conditions. And the way I take care of my skin, there's aspects that are anti-aging, you can say, but there's something about this type of mask, and especially for how big it is as well, storing it, I don't even know where I would put it. But also number two, I just feel like it then is going down this side of skincare and anti-wrinkles and anti-aging that I just don't want to promote on my channel. It just doesn't sit right with me. Again, this is so personal and I am absolutely thinking way too deep on this. I don't think anyone that's promoting it or uses it is doing it in a nefarious way whatsoever, but I just think it goes into the conversation of the bigger anti-wrinkles and just the beauty standards that I just did not feel right to be getting, something out of promoting this thing that is kind of adding to the beauty standard. I'm hoping my thoughts make sense, but it is just such a sensitive topic that it's always really difficult to bring up and talk about because, again, everyone has different opinions, and again, there's things that I personally do that kind of add into that, but I just feel like this is such, for me, an unnecessary item to buy, especially for how expensive it is. I have seen ones that are $100, but really, I'm gonna spend $100 on this red light therapy mask and look like I'm from a dystopian movie of everyone wanting to have the skin of a 12-year-old girl. It just feels like I'm adding into that type of beauty standard that just makes me feel a little bit icky. I think I would feel differently about it if when I went to my dermatologist, told her about my skin conditions, and she was like, hey, you should get a red light therapy mask. It'll fix all of that, or brought up red light therapy in general, and she didn't. So I just feel like maybe other people's dermatologists do, and I think in actual like med spas, they do different red light therapy. It's just like another thing that is now in my head of something I need to do. I need to do to continue to be valued as I age. It just feels like something new that the beauty standard is trying to sell us because we are so scared of aging because of not wanting to be treated terribly. Something I will not be buying in 2026 is more of a sales tactic, which is mainly online, where it'll be like, oh, you have to spend this amount for free shipping, or you need to spend X amount to be able to get a discount on your entire order, or you need to buy multiple of something to be able to then get it like 30-50% off. This was ravenous during Black Friday, and it was irritating me because I wanted some very specific earrings that I waited all year long because I knew that this company would have a sale, and gosh darn, those earrings were $10 off from getting 30% off the entire order. And so yeah, I could buy another pair of earrings even for like $30 to be able to get the full 30% off the order. But I would end up still spending more if I just bought the one thing, but it's irritating to then not get the discount. And so I ended up not buying them at all out of stubbornness of not being able to get the discount of just the one thing, because I didn't want the other earrings. I didn't want anything else on the site to then add up to the amount that I needed to get the discount. And I feel a lot of people fall into that trap because it seems like the smart move of, oh, I am going to be getting multiple things that I'm going to save more money on, like buy more, get more of a discount, which I hate. I think, which is probably anti-capitalist and sales tactic, but I think you should get a better discount when you buy less. Thrift stores do this all the time where it's like, oh, you need to spend $30 to get 20% off, and then spend $50 to get 25 or 30%. Like, it, depending on how much you buy, you get a better discount. Again, I understand that makes sense from a business point of view, but as a buyer, it's irritating. And I think the free shipping gets me the worst, and why I want to put it on this list, because I have just added stuff in my cart before just to get the free shipping. It feels better actually getting something out of it versus just shipping, but I still lose in the situation of getting the free shipping with that extra item because I didn't want the item. If I wanted the item, it would have already been in my cart. Like, it's just shipping. It's just shipping. Yeah, it's annoying, but you are paying for something. You are paying for the item to be shipped to you. Like, there is a value in paying for shipping. So that whole sentiment I am taking with me into the new year. I am begging for beauty brands to please stop making lip plumping products, or at least make the exact same things in a non-lip plumping version. I hate lip plumping products. They're never gonna give you the same effect as getting lip filler. The lip plumping products don't even last that long, and the first 10 minutes, I think I have a high pain tolerance, or at least an average pain tolerance, and it's not that it's like the worst pain in the entire world. It's irritating. Can I push through? Absolutely. It's not that painful, but it's irritating, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of this burning sensation for what? For what? There was recently a beauty brand that I tried that had these gorgeous lip liners. They actually were sent to me gifted, which I really appreciated, and I was so excited about them, and I ended up not posting about them because they were lip plumping lip liners. I have never been so crushed. I do still fall into, oh my gosh, like maybe this plumping product will be better than the last and blah, blah. No, I've tried so many and I'm over it. In 2026, I am putting myself on a white baby tee ban. Why is it that I own 15 white baby tees, I was looking at my closet the other day and I had that epiphany of, oh my gosh, I own so many white baby tees. And I will say in 2021 to 2022, even 2023, I did wear them a lot more often, and so they did get most of their wear then. But even when I stopped wearing them as often, I kept buying them. Like, I would say most of the ones I have, I've bought within the past year and a half. It just seems like such an easy item for your closet. Like, oh my gosh, a graphic white baby tee? Absolutely. Like, how could that be a regretful purchase? But for me, I already own enough. And again, the ones that I have, I'm really not wearing as much as I used to. And I think I came to the same epiphany with crew necks, especially like thrifting crew necks, where I just put a ban on myself because I'd rather take the money I would spend on a thrifted crew neck or a white baby tee and put it towards a patterned or interesting top. And I think one of the biggest like style transformations I've had is transitioning my purchasing from white baby tees and like t-shirts to graphic and interesting tops, because they just make such a big difference with an outfit. And a white baby tee it's gonna give the same look no matter if it's a different white baby tee. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has different style, and a t-shirt and a white baby tee is their go-to style, and it looks absolutely amazing. And again, I still have days where I wear mine, but actually, can I think about the last time I did? I sweat so bad in my underarms, and I've tried all of the different ways. I know you're gonna comment away and be like, but you haven't tried this. Oh, I have. I've had every way to try to get the yellow stains out of the white baby tees. So it's also just a bad purchase in general because I am going to destroy it with my sweaty armpits. And so even more so, take that money, instead of putting it towards a white baby tee that I'm rarely gonna wear, I'm gonna probably ruin, and put it towards a cute little top like the one I'm wearing right now. This one is a hard one for me to admit and to then stick to, which is acrylic sweaters. This obviously is mainly talking about thrifting and buying from even like flea markets or ThredUp. Like, I don't buy any new knitwear at all. There are just some really cute acrylic sweaters, and I thought acrylic material I would be okay with. Wool, depending on what kind of wool it is, it's just a little bit too itchy for me. And I think if I lived in a colder climate, the whole purpose is to layer with it. Like, wool really helps to keep heat in. So obviously if it's cold out, you're gonna need that. Whereas I live in Southern California, so it doesn't make too much sense. And so top tier is cotton, 100% cotton sweater. Ooh, right under that is a blend of cotton and Rami. That blend I'm okay with. And right under that was acrylic and different blends of acrylic, as long as the acrylic material was the main. Like, if it was mixed in with polyester, again, secondhand, like sometimes you can't be picky, especially when it has a really cute graphic on it. And I do come across so many acrylic sweaters. And this year I just came to terms that I don't like the feeling of acrylic. I recently got this gorgeous Unif sunflower sweater off of ThredUp that I have always wanted. Unif doesn't sell it anymore. I included it in a collective thrift haul, and I'm very excited. I've styled it with so many outfits and videos, but actively wearing it for a full day, I gotta take it off. It doesn't matter how cute something is, if it's not wearable, I gotta stop buying it. It's not even that it's itchy too, because it's not like a wool feeling. It's just this like different feeling. I really cannot describe it, but like if I were to feel 100% cotton sweater and then 100% acrylic sweater, the cotton is better. I have talked about Bagu a good amount on this channel in general, but especially this past year, I feel like it came up a lot. And I think for a lot of people, their feelings on Bagu as a company has really changed just based on different controversies that they had this year. And also just the push of new collections. It seems almost like every month, if not every other month. I gotta be honest, I love my Bagu pieces. I own a good amount of Bagu, and I think with where my, I don't even want to say collection, because I wouldn't say it's a collection compared to a lot of people will literally own every single crescent bag, like every single color, every single pattern, every single bowler bag, every single reusable bag. I would say I own a good amount of the reusable bags, but ending this year and looking at my, for a better word, Baggu collection, there's absolutely nothing else I need to add. And I know in 2026, they're gonna have a collection that speaks to me, that is me. And I just have to tell myself, no, I do not need it. I think with all of the new collections that Baggu comes out with, I don't know if this is their thought process, but this is the only way I can like understand maybe, is if they are going into it of this specific collection is for a certain person, and then the next collection is for a different type of person. Like they aren't all supposed to be for everyone, whereas a lot of the Baggu Cole are like, no, I need to collect them all. And you see this with Stanley cups, with different limited edition bags like the Trader Joe's ones of I need to collect every single version. And I think that obviously really diminishes the kind of pro of Baggu when they first started, of being a different alternative to plastic bags. And I think there are parts of Baggu that are doing good stuff, but I think it's overshadowed with, again, the controversies and just decisions that they've made, with then also the push of all the new releases. And maybe, again, my thought process is all these collections aren't supposed to be for everyone, but they obviously are a company that wants to make money. And so even though maybe they're going into it with that mindset, which I think I'm giving them probably a little bit too much credit, they obviously want people to buy everything. They want all the people that have every single bowler bag and every single crescent bag and every single type of reusable bag that they come out with. They obviously do want that because they're a company and they want to make money. And so going into 2026, I will not be buying any Baggu bags. The Miffy collection did get me, like, sorry, that was really cute. And even if they come out with a new Miffy collection in 2026, you can hold me to it, I'm not gonna be buying it. I have personally never bought anything off of TikTok Shop, but I want to continue that in 2026, which I know a lot of small businesses have been able to stay afloat because of TikTok Shop. Like there's pros with specifically small businesses, but fast fashion is so rampant on there, and also scam products. To me, it's just another version of Amazon where it's so just like disconnected from the brand. I would rather go to the brand's website and buy it from them directly, even though I know a lot of products will be cheaper on TikTok Shop than buying from the brand directly. So I understand why people are like, well, I could just buy it from TikTok Shop, but I just feel stubborn. Honestly, like it's just this stubborn of not wanting to give my money to this thing that has promoted the same sort of extreme overconsumption and unethical and unsustainable products. Because of that disconnection from the brands, I'm finding a lot of ultra fast fashion brands almost rebranding through TikTok Shop because people aren't questioning the brand that is making the item. They're just seeing, oh, that's a TikTok Shop item. An example is these Dolls Kill Delia's platform boots. When I started seeing different TikToks with these beautiful platform boots on, I didn't even realize they were from Dolls Kill because everyone was calling them the TikTok Shop platform boots. Nobody was actually saying the brand that they were from. Maybe that was intentional to not get then the opinions of Dolls Kill and just how terrible they are as a brand. Again, very similar to Amazon, where there's just so many brands being sold on that app that they just cannot keep up. Like Amazon has so many scams on there, so many low quality products, and TikTok Shop has the same. Something you may be surprised is on my list for things I'm not gonna be buying in 2026 is thrifted style bundles, thrifted mystery boxes. I will not be buying even just one next year. And I'm gonna put an asterisk on it for thrift swaps, like the video I did with Kendall last month. I think that's different in that like I'm getting something and you're getting something. All of the thrifted mystery boxes I've ever gotten have been so fun, really great for videos. Obviously, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I probably would have never done as many as I have done, but it's been such a blast and it's been really interesting to see different vintage sellers' takes on thrifted mystery boxes. The style boxes I did back in 2021 with like fairy core, Y2K, like it got me outside of my comfort zone. Thrifted mystery boxes, I think, can be so amazing if you are having trouble thrifting specific things, or you don't even know where to start with a style that you want to add into your wardrobe. Getting somebody to, you know, essentially thrift for you, be your personal shopper. I just think I'm at a point with my wardrobe where I know what I'm looking for, and I would rather just take that money to buy those items. Like again, a couple years ago, it was super helpful to help me kind of start building upon what I wanted my style to be and not really knowing where to start. Whereas now I know what I'm looking for and I know the holes in my wardrobe, and I don't want to potentially spend all this money on something where I'm not actually then going to fill the holes that I'm wanting. I think also making the thrifted style bundles for my Thriftmas video this year, which is coming out on Christmas Eve, where it's a giveaway. So I thrifted for 3 subscribers and made style bundles for them. It's almost like I got that itch of a style bundle that it almost kind of made me burn out on the concept of style bundles, if that makes any sense. Even though that was me making them versus me buying them, it just kind of like burnt me out on like style bundles as a whole. Not that it wasn't fun. I had a really great time. I'm very excited about it. I loved the style bundles and the whole process was so fun, but it did just kind of like burn me out from style bundles in general, at least for 2026. Alrighty, those were things that I will not be buying in 2026, which I will be doing a 2026 fashion trends video where I talk about stuff that I like and don't like. And so technically in that video, I'll be talking about like trends I won't be buying, whereas this was, you know, some trends, but more just like personal things and personal things that I've just reflected on and not wanting to purchase again or purchase at all in the new year. Hopefully it was enjoyable to hear about my like over analyzing of why I won't be buying it. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure you subscribe right down below and also follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!